Got little topics to talk about or whatever. We can go over it or whatever. Got some reactions that we can be doing to some videos dealing with a particular subject, man. And the top thing that we dealing with tonight is common sense, baby. We're gonna look at these videos, and I want everybody to take a good look and they just ask yourself, man, does this make sense or does it? And if it don't make sense to you, make it make sense. Make it make sense to everybody else. Get in those comments, man. Smash up the likes, subscribe, baby. But yeah, we're gonna be getting off into this Supreme Court ruling about them saying that the parents have the right to opt out of the LGBT curriculum for their children. Do you agree with that? Do I agree with that? Well, let's just say I agree with the Constitution. You understand? People supposed to have a right to religious beliefs, and if your religious beliefs goes against these teachings, it's like going to school and having a satanic um, um, studies as part of the curriculum when they telling a Christian person that they child gotta take it. Nah, come on, man, that's wrong. No matter how you cut it, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna get off into it, man. The phone lines is open. Anybody that wanna call in and give their little 2 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm gonna get that number for you right now. ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. How simple as do, re, mi. But yeah, man, we like to discuss things that's going on because that's what the show is dealing with. Is what's going on, and this is something that's going on. So hey, I say let's talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to do it like that. Wait a minute, something right. Oh yeah, wrong screen. Boom, it's already there. Boom, there's the phone number. So if you want to call in and join in on the discussion, feel free. And anybody that comes into the chat, if you're interested in coming in and showing your face, we can do that with video ninja. Nice piece of software. Everybody don't know about it though, which is a bad thing because it ain't like Zoom. It ain't like you just tap it and just join. It is, but it's a little tricky if you're doing it from your phone because you need to be using Chrome, and you just got to go to the three dots at the top, and tap that, select Open in Chrome. It's gonna open up for you, and then you hit Start, and you're good to go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, we're gonna get started. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab some agua. Well, coming back, your boy is back. Had to give me a little water, man. Just sometimes you get a little parched talking on these microphones. You know what I mean? But I am back. We're gonna get off into these videos. I want to show you guys. And like I was saying, man, we're dealing with common sense, right? I want to know what you think, because this video, that's what we're dealing with. We're talking about, is common sense still common? That's gonna be the title. Is common sense still common? What's going on? Is common sense still common? We're just gonna go through these videos. We're gonna see, and I want to know from the people, man. Chime in, comment, whatever, and talk about. Let's talk about this. Do these things make sense to you? Just ask yourself that question as we go through video after video, dealing with this whole, um, gay curriculum. I guess that's a good way to say it. So yeah, that's what we gonna do. Let's get off into it, right? Oh, there you are. Take over. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pull up the videos. Get the list. Get the list. And get off into these videos, and we're gonna get to talking about it as we go. just a bunch of, it's a whole lot of reels. You know, they're not too long. You know, I tried to make it where it wasn't going to be too long. But I do want to say, when we get towards the end of the video, we're going to be dealing with some deep stuff, man. Some real deep stuff, because there's some serious there's some serious some of this stuff is going to be kind of, you know, glance over, easy to go through, deal with, or whatever. But man, we got some other stuff in here that's going to be a little bit on the stronger tip. And there's going to be a part 2 to this video too, because this ain't going to be able to get over with in just one session. So let's start our timer. That timer started so we can get started. Boom. Alrighty then. We are ready to go. First things first, let's pull these videos up. Volume right. And you guys give a listen and we'll go through them.
And continuing our coverage now of the Supreme Court ruling that effectively backs Montgomery County parents seeking an opt-out of lessons including LGBTQ-themed books. The school system previously allowed it, then got rid of the option, citing too many missed classes. Well, today, the president spoke about this local issue.
The Supreme Court ruling that parents with religious objections can pull their kids out of public school lessons that use LGBTQ materials. Pam brought it up. Your reaction to that ruling today, sir?
I think the ruling was a great ruling, and I think it's a great ruling for parents. It's really a ruling for parents. They lost control of the schools. They lost control of their child. And this is a tremendous victory for parents. And I'm not surprised by it, but I am surprised that it went this far. It took us to bring life back to normal. So it's wonderful. It's parental. And I kept saying, we will give you back your parental rights. They were taken away.
Now, this I have to agree with. And anybody that's over 45 more than likely would agree. But if you don't, something's not going on with you, because you remember when you was in school, your parent had to sign a permission slip for you to take a sex ed class. Other than that, you couldn't be in there. The teacher would excuse you and send you to another classroom. You wasn't allowed to be in there while they discussed where babies come from, which is, you know, biology and should be discussed because, you know, babies, you know, procreation, you know. So, yeah, you put the power back in the hands of the parents where it belongs in the first place, because the parents are the ones that send their children to your school. I know y'all states done created these laws saying that you have to and all of that, but actually, you can homeschool when a lot of people do it, and I gotta be honest, these kids that get homeschooled seem like they be more intelligent, man. I gotta just keep it 400.
And this is a tremendous victory for parents. Yeah.
Now we gonna get off into this video. You just heard what your president said about how he feels about the Supreme Court ruling and how the power should be in the hands of the parents. Blah blah blah. Now we gonna get off into what led up to this whole thing. It was these situations going on around the country and also up in Canada. So we're dealing with that Canada and the United States with this one right here. But yeah, let's get off into it. Let's take a look at this video.
A family can be made up in many different ways.
It's called SOGI, for Sexual Orientation and Gender Identification, a curriculum that teaches public school students across Canada to celebrate the homosexual lifestyle and that gender is fluid. In other words, your gender is not dependent on what parts you were born with, but rather what you feel like in the moment.
Now, if you want to teach your child these things, these fundamentals, or you don't have no problem with them learning them fundamentals, or whatever you're doing, hey, do what you want to do. That's up to you. But how you going to force my child to do it with your child? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Are boys, there's people that are girls. There are people whose gender might be a little bit of both or might even be neither.
Might be a little bit of both or might be neither. These are supposed to be teachers.
Include books about transgender children, such as 10,000 Dresses, and songs like The Rainbow Song.
Gender won't decide the choices we make. Some boys like dressing up, some girls like catching snakes.
The SOGI curriculum started in British Columbia in 2016 and is quickly spreading throughout Canada.
I just thought, who decided that this was okay to teach our children?
Author and inspirational speaker Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson is a leading voice against the SOGI curriculum.
And we are seeing the results of that now, because some kids are reacting very emotionally and saying, you know, and they're in fear. Will I suddenly struggle with feeling like a different gender inside of my body?
Carrie Simpson of Culture Guard, another leading opponent, calls the curriculum nothing short of child abuse.
All those beautiful qualities that make young girls, beautiful girls and women, are being basically vilified. The things that make our boys boys are being, taken from them. So things of equating.
Keep it 400, y'all. These boys are tenderfoot as hell nowadays. Be honest. Do you even see them roughhousing anymore? Do you even see them building their little go-karts and they milk coasters and running them into stuff? And we used to ride around in them milk cart coasters and have football helmets on, and we used to crash on purpose. It's almost like we tried to see how much we could hurt ourselves. We just, that testosterone, man, the hormones get to kicking in, man. They say, you want to challenge everything. You want to jump higher. You want to throw the ball farther. You want to race this dude and beat him. That's all nature right there, man, and it's being suppressed. Bubble wrapping the kids, man. Candy in their ass, dude, on the real.
Young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
But Morgan Auger, a transsexual and supporter, claims it's about acceptance, not indoctrination.
The idea is to teach kids that there are gay kids and there are trans kids and there are...
Oh, my God.
You dumb son of a...
Really? A kid can think that he's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. A lot of little kids do. A lot of boys do. What is this dude talking about?
Trans parents and gay parents in our society, and everybody's wanted and desired. After all, that's what our Human Rights Code says, and it's the role of schools to teach the following of our laws, right?
Simpson disagrees, saying she sees SOGI's real goal as
altering our culture from a heteronormative society into one where anything goes, no boundaries, no values, no morals. It's a hedonistic cult, basically, what they're implying.
Another blaring example, drag queen story time. It's happening.
Now, this shit right here. I mean, come on, dog.
In Canada and America, where some public schools and libraries invite drag queens, some dressed like horned demons, to read to young children.
Horned demons. That was supposed to be going on here. Read your children. When I was a kid, this would have scared the hell out of us. We would have ran out that classroom hollering. I guess the kids now are pretty much desensitized to this craziness, man. This is crazy.
Children.
And it's a social deconstructionist agenda.
Like I said, ask yourself, does this make sense? And if it makes sense to you, make it make sense to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, it makes absolutely no sense. Don't get mad, get smart, prove me wrong, make me strong.
They're using children, little 5-year-olds, to accomplish this. And parents are waking up and saying no.
When asked about parents' rights, Auger says,
well, actually, in Canada, parents' rights are limited, and children...
Parents' rights are limited.
You dumb son of a...
I don't know what's going on with y'all, Canada. Well, hey, same thing going on in the United States, I guess, because you pretty much... Your parental rights are pretty restricted. You can't do just whatever you want. And I ain't saying you should have the right to abuse your kid, but you should have the right to discipline your child. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, he said the parents don't have no rights.
Children's rights are put ahead. So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the...
You dumb son of a bitch!
Our jackass of the week. Our jackass of the week. Our jackass of the week.
Did you hear that?
Parents behave badly.
Canada is known as one of the most gay-friendly
Oh, no. I got to hear that one more time. Let's play that one more time for the hood, man. One more time. He said you got to take the parents. Wait, what?
So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the parents behave badly.
Yes, if the parent is abusing the child or mistreating the child, not feeding the child, not maintaining the child, what are you talking about? Man, hey.
Is known as one of the most gay-friendly countries in the world, with many of their largest cities featuring their own gay villages, like here in Vancouver, which has literally rolled out the Rainbow Road. Most gays, like village resident Davey DiCarlo, support SOGI and limiting parental rights.
Limiting parental rights. Listen to that. Limiting parental rights. You hear that?
The change that we have to see is sometimes the parents, and the kids are doing actually really okay.
This is very scary stuff.
Longtime Vancouver area pastor Kevin Kavanaugh says this is far more serious than most Canadian Christians realize.
Our problem is not the teachers, the educators, the administrators. This is a battle in the heavenlies.
He says Satan is going after their most vulnerable, the children.
And the little girl came home in tears because the teacher had told her, since she was playing with some toys in the class that were deemed to be masculine in nature, that she was likely a boy in a girl's body.
No such thing as tomboys no more, yeah? There's tomboys when I was a kid. They climbed trees with us. They threw rocks with us. They ran around with the boys, okay? They played throwback tackle with us. They wrestled around with us. You understand? Some of them even wanted to shoot the BB gun. You understand? Some of them even wanted to ride the mini bike. You understand? But nobody came at them like this. You know what the grown folks would say? Oh, she's just a little tomboy. She'll be all right. And as she got older, she started noticing boys. And she started wanting to be pretty for a boy. And the boys started noticing her. And nature took its course. Same thing with the young boys. He felt kind of feminine. Yeah, you got a lot of little boys that, grow up with their mama, their aunties, their grandma. They might have some feminine ways. I'm talking about when I was growing up, late 70s, early 80s. But a lot of those cats, man, they wasn't feminine at all when they got up in age. Because, the village was still raising the child. What's going on with him, man? He boy, 12 years old, man. He ain't got no girlfriend or nothing. There's something going on with him, man. You funny or something? And they would talk. Before you know it, they would talk to somebody and say, yeah, so-and-so like you. What? Yeah, he like you. Because they feel like, maybe he don't know how to approach a girl. Or they have even heard that so-and-so like him. Hey, man, so-and-so like you. What? Yeah. You like her? Yeah, she like you. She don't want to say nothing. That's what we did when we was kids, man. I mean, come on. Nature took its course. This world is crazy, man, and we're going to have to deal with it. Let's go to the next video. Yeah, I love this one.
Hey, not. Wait, what are you doing? Not. Stop that. I am not paying I am not paying my tax money to support. Get out of this type of now. Why do you have this hanging? And why do you have this hanging up? It's part of the students. Here. No, it's not part of anything. Mom. That is uncalled for. We are paying you to teach history, and that's what you need to be teaching. Excuse me, this is a public school, little lady. You are excused. You are. You see what's on this side? No. This needs to go exactly where it is, in the garbage. You need to go in the garbage. I'm teaching my son to grow up to be a man.
Oh, she said you need to go in the garbage. No, Key, watch the video, pay attention, man. In this video, the lady gonna be trying to provoke her to hit her. If you listen to the words, she getting the vernacular popping because she's like, man, don't just hit me so I know I can send you to jail. Other than that, just creating a disturbance. I want you to go to jail. Watch this, man. Pay attention.
Okay, I am not paying I am not paying my tax money to support. Get out of this type of now. Why do you have this hanging? And why do you have this hanging up? It's part of the students. Here. No, it's not part of anything. That is uncalled for. We are paying you to teach history, and that's what you need to be teaching. Excuse me, this is a public school.
You need to go in the garbage. Yeah, she was trying to use the word. You need to.
Garbage. I'm teaching my son to grow up to be a man. And I don't want.
You're doing your best to teach your son to grow up to be a man. I pray that you have a decent role model in the young brother's presence, man, to keep him some kind of that, bring about that nobility, man, to usher him into the manhood. Boys get brought into manhood by men. All praises, though, for you being a stand-up mom, though. I give you props for this. You don't agree with your child learning something and the school don't want to listen. This is a good way to make sure that people pay attention.
Want you hanging on flag.
I'm calling security.
Hanging a flag up for you to sit up there and teach them the type of stuff I'm trying to keep them away from.
I told you what would happen. I told you somebody parent gonna get mad.
You need to be teaching history.
I told you somebody parent was gonna get mad.
No, you need to be teaching history. Shut up. No, I'm not getting out of nowhere. I'm not getting out of nowhere.
Oh, wait a minute now. You play with the youngster mom.
Hey, no, you don't tell my son to shut up. You talking to me.
She really trying to get belted. Like she really was somebody to punch her in the butt. Boy, I don't know if my mother would have been able to restrain herself. Real talk. If this was getting done to us in our time, this was the furthest thing away from our curriculum when we was kids. Nobody was even in the thought of trying to say this is something you should be teaching children. Hey, get the hell out of here, man.
Me, my son ain't failing. Yeah. He needs to be failing because you got a flag hanging because of you. Over the United States of America. You need to. Don't get in my face. Do not get in my face.
Now this one, I know y'all probably seen this one, man. And people wonder why so many people done turned against this craziness, man, because it's coming down to common sense. Is common sense still common? Like I said in the beginning of the video, is common sense still common? I have a daughter, man. She's grown now. But if, man, she would, man, come on now, watch this.
Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Don't you see my daughter right here? Is you crazy or something? No.
What do you guys think about this?
You need to go over there to the meeting. You need to go over there to the meeting.
I think that's a man living his life as a woman. He got a full beard. He trying to go in the girl's bathroom with this woman's daughter. And he really owned it. He could have just stood there, I can wait till y'all come out. And he looked like he really ain't got to go, because if he really had to go, you would go. You just go. You understand? Sick, man.
Chicago.
You is a man. A whole grown man.
Wow. Over at the park.
For the last time, I'm not a man.
I'm sorry. I don't know what. No.
I look more shiny.
I wish I could zoom in there. Dude, man, got a full beard, yo. And think as he got on a dress and a wig, he should be able to go in the bathroom with your little girl. I mean, it wasn't nothing like this done when my daughter was little, but when she was little, we went in public. If I took her to the restroom, I went in the restroom and stood at the stall with her till she was done. Watched over. I do it with my son. Really nowadays, because look at this. Look at this. What's the matter with you?
You wish. On my worst day, baby. On my worst day.
Okay,
Good luck. Good luck.
Y'all have a problem with me using this bathroom? Y'all
Good luck.
Hey, man, use another bathroom.
Excuse me?
Just use another bathroom. There's a child in there.
He said, hey, man, use another bathroom. Look, he got a full beard.
Man.
That's a child.
Just say what you, huh?
That's a child in there. A little girl. Like, use the men's bathroom.
Okay. I'm a woman.
Yeah, just go to the other restroom. I promise you'll be all right. Because anybody look at you gonna see that beard on your face, no matter how you dress. If you go in the men's bathroom, why are you so insistent on going in, man? Dude, spirits on him, yo. Got demons on him.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Y'all need to mind your business. I need to mind your business.
This world is coming to some type. I don't know what you.
At the same time, though, your daughter should have went and used the restroom and got it over with. Girl, go home and go use it. I'm gonna keep this person at bay, but you go to use the restroom. We can get the hell away from this dude because this person got spirits on him. No, we don't want to be around a person like that too long, because he low key look like he might have mental issues and stuff. People can be dangerous. People carry razors and stuff. Not to mention people be having tuberculosis and body lice and all kinds of stuff. I already had to push him off of you twice. Oh man, you take your baby, use the bathroom, and let's go.
Man, you at a children's park, man. Chill. What are you saying? It's a kid park, man.
Yeah, do you even have any kids?
Yo, just use the bathroom, man.
Y'all need to mind your business, first of all. Mind your business before y'all get included in some stuff you don't want to be included in.
No, you need to go. You need to go. Seriously.
No, you're not.
Said, mind your business. Ooh, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to allow you to come in the bathroom while she's going to use.
Like I said, the little girl should use the restroom. But I understand why a little girl stood with her mama. Because she looking at this person and saying, this motherfucker look crazy. So I'm not going nowhere, mama. You know what I'm saying? On everything. She feel like she might have to protect her mama. He way taller than her, way bigger than her, way more than her and all that. And he is naturally a male. You understand? Bone density, strength, all of that stuff. Yeah, man.
Use the bathroom. That is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I don't care what you're talking about.
Please watch your kids at the park. Please pay attention to where they're going.
Please watch your kids at the park.
Or you can deal with it.
You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move.
Easy.
You're going to have to move.
Oh, no.
Just like that. Just like that. Let's get to the next one, man. Let's stick to the next one.
The internet is blowing up when the self-identified trans individual had
Oh, I remember when this happened.
a meltdown after a bunch of girls at Riverside High School called him out for going to the girls' bathroom. His reaction, he went berserk and attacked all of them, throwing punches. Are you kidding me? Luckily,
He went off, took flight, started throwing punches on all of them. Like a Negra. I tell you, man, the foolish, the crazy, like I said, ask yourself the question. Now, does this make sense? Because even if you're living, I'm a girl. I don't care what you say, I'm a girl. Even if that's how you rolling, homie. How did the fight go down? How did you end up taking off on all the girls? Did they attack you, or they just was talking about you and you couldn't handle what they were saying? You know, because men, we not, emotions. You say too much to a dude, we got to catch the fair one. You know what I mean? But girls don't get like that. Their time lasts you all day, man. And if you're a girl, you should be able to handle it. Don't get me wrong. There's some females that take flight fast too. I went to school with Compton and Watts. I didn't see some females get knocked up on their shoulders. But anyway, I digress. Real talk. If that's all it is, how the fight thing take place? How you get into this whole squabble situation?
at least one guy decided to get involved and stop the barrage. Protests at the school have now begun. What do you think?
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Cis men don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary.
Now, does this make sense to you? And if it does, make it make sense to me, because it does not make sense to me. Ciswick. What is this? Changed everybody's vocabulary around me. I don't get on with none of that.
Binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive to cis women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, menstruation is exclusive to natural born women. I'm sorry, your argument is flawed. I don't see why there's even anyone that would give you an audience. But you know, this is the United Snakes of Amnesia. Anything goes here, you know, transgender and bestiality and men marrying men, women marrying women. That's Babylon, baby. Everything goes here except God's law. Can't do none of that.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at some point.
If your chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men?
You just said correct. What's the conversation going on? What about you trying to? Oh, I see what you're doing. You foraging a whole nother part of humanity. They don't get the fuck out of here.
And we're excluding a whole group of people.
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example?
science.
When
My God, man. What does science mean? It means what we know, if I'm not mistaken. There's no confusion here. There's a Ball Johnson. We know that's a dude. If it's the other thing, if it's a JJ, we know that's a girl, man. This conversation over with. man cannot build these body parts. I don't give a fuck what they think they doing. You know, doctors and science. No, man, they really, they got so good. They really can do. Look. I understand that technology took it pretty far. The scriptures is clear. It says that the Lord shortening the days, even his elect would be lost because of the wonders that are going to be going on in this world. So you can see some stuff that looks wow. You say, my God, that was a dude, or he's born male. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't jumble up my vocabulary. I just, I call it straight down the middle. I mean, I know you, and I know you was born a dude. I would never refer to you as a girl, man. I'm sorry. If I meet you and I know that you're transgender, and I know that hey, I'll call you by your name. That's the most respect I can give you. But I'm not cut down the middle on this at all. I'm on that side. Period. In the story. Just so if anybody don't know where I stand, that's where I stand. Bam, bam, belly on. I am natural, all natural, and then brothers like me are becoming commodity. There's some really weird shit going on in the United States, yo.
We've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely different.
They are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
And sex is what you're born with.
The
sexual reproductive
it's completely
you have.
different.
Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to.
Hey, that I'm supposed to just listen to that because you said it. What are you doing? No.
Argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making
it up.
How would you define a woman?
Uh-oh.
You've asked.
If y'all not up on Mr. Walsh and he did that whole documentary, what is a woman and everything. All right, good piece of work. I'm proud of him. Hey, but hey, it is your government that has been pushing this entire thing all around the world, yo. So amazing that you feel that way, but then you're so patriotic on the other side, so patriotic that you speak wickedly concerning oppression, like most corrupt people do. So, not a big fan of him. I mean, I agree with him on this, but when he come to talking about my people and what did happen to us in America and shut up, not just him. That go for all of them. The Kirk and Andrew Wilson and Myron Gaines. All of y'all shut the fuck up, dude. Y'all not us. Nobody in this world has been through what the fuck black people have been through in America in the history of the world. Everybody here is slave. No, everybody didn't go through what the fuck we went through, bro. I'm talking about to take up people and turn them upside down and inside out. Man, get the fuck out. That's why. Look at this. We gonna watch. We gonna see. Watch. There's other stuff coming.
Other people up here to define how we would define a woman. How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.
Yep.
And how don't trans people, how doesn't a transgender woman fit that definition?
Because they're not female.
Oops.
They have.
All in the background.
You said that you are a biological male, correct?
I said I'm transgender. I might be intersex for all we know. About almost as many people in the world are transgender as intersex, and a lot of people don't know.
Well, but that's a different conversation. Intersex, that's a genetic anomaly, that's a medical condition. So that's a completely different conversation. That's also not a third gender. That's a genetic anomaly that occurs within the sex binary of male and female. What you're saying is that a quote-unquote trans woman is a female?
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
So how would you define female?
Yeah, let's go.
Through my training in healthcare, there are several different categories for how we define sex. People bring up chromosomes. People also bring up hormone levels. People bring up all sorts of other categories. Lots of people don't fit neatly into a gender binary, even people we don't consider to be intersex. It's a complicated spectrum.
It's not complicated, but you also didn't define.
God is not the author of confusion, yo. Nothing complicated here. Why people whenever somebody want to do something slick or funny or funky or dumb or stupid, they try to make it sound like it's complicated. Oh well, it's it's a slippery slope, man. You know, the fleas come with the dog. You got to chemical Emily breaking some eggs. Man, I don't want to hear none of those excuses when it comes to something like this that's so down the middle. Literally. I mean, come on, dude. Come on.
So what is a woman? What is a female? What do these words mean?
Let's make it make sense. Is common sense still common?
It's complicated, and I know you're not going to like that answer, but that's because there are no simple answers in human biology.
Let me ask you a question.
You guys,
Can I ask you one last
hang
question?
on. Just let me finish. You guys like to bring up high school level biology classes a lot. I get that a lot, but people who go on to more complicated biology classes will talk about sex as a spectrum.
It's not. It's not.
Well,
there we go with
biological
that. There it is. Sex is a spectrum. Y'all don't get out of here with these bullshit. It ain't, yo, that ain't nothing. We got some extremely smart, stupid people coming up later, I promise you.
researchers would disagree with you.
Well, and they're full of the ones that would say that. There are male gametes and female gametes. Oh, I had one last question. I just have one. I had one quick. Can you come back for 1 second? Because this is an important question. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay. If you're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis, is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, "I think I'm having a miscarriage." Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
No, but
Uh-oh. 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 Is that science starting to get to you?
that's because some people don't have body parts.
Our jackass of the week. Our jackass of the week.
Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay.
You don't get
Sounds
the
like we've
fuck out of
established
here.
there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. So there's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant. The only
But
reason
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
What does that have to do with anything?
it
Truth
does.
ma-
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Truth matters, and they can't get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
Ain't
Because
that
they
a
are-
bit?
For the same reason that I can rightly say that human beings have two legs. And if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs, okay? A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum and we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. You know, they could have 100 legs. No, we know human beings have two legs. If a human is born without two legs, something went wrong. They were supposed to have that second leg. Something went wrong. If you meet a person on the street who only has one leg, maybe they had an accident. Maybe they were in war. Maybe something, maybe they were in a car accident. Maybe they had cancer. A leg was cut off. But you know that something went wrong because by their nature, they're supposed to have two legs. Same thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant. A man by his nature never can. So if you meet
That's pretty much it.
a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. So that proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there's something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with it.
Oh my God. Dude.
Because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant and those who can't. So, that's it.
Man, yeah, you just go turn around and walk on the way, bro. Let's walk on the way. Now, this next video, check it out, man. Let's get into it.
Riley's defense, it didn't seem like a big deal to me, but maybe I'm desensitized.
Nigga, that's gay. Cut that out. Wow. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
LGB.
Uh-oh. The Boondocks. Yeah, they covered this. Yeah, he said, hey, man, cut that out. That's gay. I don't see what was wrong that was gay. I mean, a man doing that is gay. Nobody would consider a man dancing like that masculine. So you have to be the other thing. So if you're feminine, infeminine, that goes along with the line of gay. So he said, hey, man, cut that out. That shit's gay. Now, if you gay, you wouldn't have cut nothing out. You just kept on dancing because you are gay. You're happy to be twerking and popping your cheeks or whatever, popping your ass or whatever. But if you're not, hey, he's right. That shit is gay. Stop. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they got off into it the way they did, check it out.
T? What is that exactly?
It means lettuce, gay, bacon, and tomato, Granddad.
It means lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. The people you so callously.
What's bisexual?
That's when they go both ways.
Oh, man, that's gross. You mean like they kiss a girl, then kiss a dude, then kiss a girl, then kiss a dude?
Mm-hmm. Without further ado, here.
I wish I could have got the part I wanted to get. Because the guy from the Low Homo, whatever the organization that was called in the cartoon, he made it clear to Riley when he came to him for this so-called apology that he's getting ready to do, that what it really was about is you could come out and apologize, then support the LGBT community. He made some statements about him being young and urban. You know, urban is another term they use that means black or nigga. He said, you're young, you're urban. You know, you have influence. Something about black folks, especially when we're young and black. Man, we can get a following real easy. Ain't that right, little Nas X? Come out as gay after the following gets heavy for you. You understand? They love to take us and throw us out in the front and make us look like we support something. When the numbers still show that we, as a people in America, are still the most rejecting. I can't say homophobic because ain't nobody scared of none of y'all. Homophobic word don't that make no damn sense. Homophobic. Phobia is fear. Nobody's scared of y'all. We just reject you. And still reject your lifestyle. Nothing personal, but you know, that's according to my people's laws. The way our God told us to, you know, govern ourselves. Y'all can do what y'all want. That's between y'all and y'all Zeus and Ares and Hera and all of them. Do y'all thing, Mary Jane. You know, all the Greek gods was gay and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Greco-Roman folks do what y'all gods do. Our God told us we don't get down like that. You understand? But yeah, they made that point that you're young, you're urban, and you should come out and support us because it'll draw us more attention. They love to throw black folks in the front of something, man. I'm telling you, especially something wicked, dude. Look at all these rappers and all of them tied to some kind of devil worship or something now, man. Shh. I digress.
It is Riley Freeman.
Gay is gay. Thank you.
What? Huh?
Spoken like a true little black boy. What else is he supposed to say?
Please, everyone, settle down.
That parents with religious objections can.
Yeah, let's listen to this. Listen to this again. Let's make a commercial.
Pam brought it up. Your reaction to that ruling today, sir?
I think the ruling was a great ruling, and I think it's a great ruling for parents. It's really a ruling for parents.
Parents supposed to have control in the first place. We cannot take sex ed without our parents giving permission. My sex ed biology teacher name was Mr. Warren.
A landmark 6-3 ruling that could reshape the boundaries of public education in America. At the heart of the debate, whether parents can legally opt their children out of LGBTQ-themed materials in public school curricula.
Yeah, man, because I work for Green Dot charter schools in L.A., man. You know, they partnered with LA Unified, and I remember one of the parents telling me that she wanted her daughter out of the LGBT classes, and the principal told her, you would have to speak with the superintendent. I cannot excuse your daughter from that child from the class. It's a required course. It's going to be a permanent grade on her record. Do you hear that? Meaning it's going to be on her so many fucking transcripts, yo. I'm listening to the teacher tell me this. I mean, because I used to release the kids after school program, so I got to know a lot of the parents. And she was breaking it down to me. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I had to meet with the superintendent. And she tried to like talk me into doing it and why my daughter should do it and she need to know these things and this, that, and I was like, look, ma'am, I don't want my daughter learning about that. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. Well, I can excuse her from the that particular part of the class, but she's gonna not. She can't leave the classroom. She's gonna have to. She made the daughter sit outside the door. They made the little girl sit outside the door of the classroom. So like basically, she still got to hear what's being said in there. You understand what I'm saying? Just man, wicked as hell.
The case was brought by a group of Christian and Muslim parents in Maryland. Their objection? A 2022 decision by the Montgomery County School District to introduce children's books aimed at tackling prejudice and exploring gender identity. Among the contested titles, Uncle Bobby's Wedding, a story celebrating gay marriage, and Born Ready, the true story of a boy named Penelope, about a transgender boy.
Y'all hear this shit? But my son can't go to school and learn about Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines. He can't learn about Gabriel Prosser, Denmark Vesey. You understand? He can't learn about the black men who fought slavery. You understand? He got to learn that stuff from me. They don't even teach the kids about Crispus Attucks no more, or Benjamin Banneker. And all those safe black contributors to the foundation of this desolate freaking country, dude, on some real shit. My son can't go to school and learn about the Black Panthers. He can't learn about Huey P. Newton. He can't learn about what happened to Fred Hampton. I have to teach him that. You understand? Not to mention, he really can't learn too much about who he is and where he come from, our people, our culture, our real history that they tried to destroy, shatter it, and scatter it. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Some real stuff. Y'all got these books in there, but these kids your kid ain't gonna go to school and never come home and talk about none of the people I just named and ask you to tell them more about them. It will never happen.
Parents argued that being denied the right to opt their children out of these lessons infringed on their religious freedom. Writing for the conservative majority, Justice Samuel Alito sided with the parents, stating that the opt-out ban unconstitutionally burdens religious rights. For many people of faith, there are few religious acts more important than the religious education of their children. The decision means the parents are now likely to succeed in their legal claim, setting up.
Ain't no more likely. They pulled it off. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to, because I was just talking to y'all about how they always take black people and put our face in the front of some of these ignorant, stupid arguments for these crazy lifestyle. They love to use it. You're young, you're urban. Man, check this out.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so
smart, dumb person, an educated idiot. And so many of our sisters are like this, man.
So your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up.
What did he say out of his mouth that made him sound like he was scared of someone? You ever seen somebody? You ever got people in this world that's so intelligent they stupid, and you be like, man, they have all this education, but when you talk to them, you be like, they really don't know shit. But they be using big words and stuff. But as you talk to them more and more, you be like, no, dude, get the.
trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm
By not recognizing them, you can cause them to come into some type of violence. Are you serious? By not recognizing, just by me not saying, no, that's obviously a dude with a dress on. Oh my God, he could die for that, man. You don't get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide.
You dumb son of a bitch!
What the fuck them killing doing? What does self-harm got to do with what you just said? You said not recognizing them, opens them up to some type of violence. Then you go over to a conversation about it, and actually, you know, what it really is, you know, they commit suicide. You know, it's a lot of suicide. Wait a minute. Take that. This word is YouTube sensitive. There's a lot of self-harm out there. Why are you bringing that up? That was not what the conversation was about. That was not what the conversation was about just now. That's that type of stuff, man. That when a person don't got an argument, they create a new one. I hate people that do that. We wasn't talking about self-harm amongst the LGBT. He was talking about the fact that him questioning whether a woman is a woman or a man is a man. That question, if you question their stance, if you don't accept what their belief is, you open them up to some kind of violence. What kind of violence? They'll hurt themselves. What, bitch?
I'm a jackass of the week.
So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if
I'm a jackass of the week.
But denying that they exist is opening them up to danger. Do you hear this? Are you people? This is a professor. A law professor. That go to show you education don't mean smart.
You dumb son of a bitch!
I ain't never heard somebody sound this stupid before, dude, man.
If you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you? Or are
Absolutely.
they also treated like this? Where
No,
they're
they're
told
allowed
that
to
they're
question me.
opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning.
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot.
This broad is out of her rabbit ass mind, yo.
No,
This exchange,
absolutely.
extraordinary.
Yep.
Dude, it don't stop there. It's more. She comes back with the Coca-Cola bottle glasses on, and
women and some that are.
she comes back with the Coca-Cola bottle glasses on, and now she and really makes an ass out of herself. Man, let's listen.
Believe that a biological male has a physical advantage in sports over a biological female?
Not as a definitive statement.
Give me an example. Well, no, I don't think. How many female members of the NBA do you see?
Well, I can say that, you know, there's been this news article about men that think that they could beat Serena Williams in tennis, right? That they think that they could actually score a point on her. And it's just not the case. She is stronger.
You dumb son of a... You dumb son of...
What's your experience, Ben? Male, female?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women. My experience, my husband, he swam at University of Kentucky as well. In terms of accolades and in terms of national ranking, I was a much better swimmer than him. He could kick my butt any day of the week.
He is stronger than that.
What's your experience?
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg.
This bitch is crazy, yo. She said that you think that they can listen to this.
Experience, Ben? Male, female?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd
203rd ranked
male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women. My experience, my husband, he swam at University of Kentucky as well. In terms of accolades and in terms of national ranking, I was a much better swimmer than him. He could kick my butt any day of the week without trying.
Simple as that. It was just talking about her. Now here we can hear it out of the horse's mouth. Man, she was so pretty back then. Look at her. Look at that beautiful black skin. What did this girl do to herself? I mean, besides marry the devil. I mean, I guess that's enough. I mean, my God, dude. You said this dude never used a washcloth. Ugh. Anyway, I digress. Hey, check it, yo. Man, she was pretty, so pretty before she was so pretty. Man, they called her monkeys and said she looked like a man. And this was them people saying that. Them people, the snow people. She like a monkey. She like a man. They made fun of her ass, made fun of how she was built. You go marry one of them dogs. I don't get it, yo. But like I said, out of the horse's mouth. Now y'all just heard what Goggles just said. Let's see what she gonna say here.
Well, who would it be?
Well, I don't know. Let's say you would be the.
I was hoping you'd say.
All right, feminine side, and me.
And you. Oh. Well, actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match, and I'm like, Andy, seriously, like, are you kidding me? Because for me, tennis and men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. So I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0, and 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because no, it's true. It's true. It's a completely. It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
I'm with you when it comes to tennis. I only want to.
Y'all heard it out of a woman's mouth, her own self mouth. Let's get to this next video because if y'all didn't hear about it, you're going to hear about it now.
There was a case where a man who had been a man for 30 years became a woman for a little less than 2 years and then started MMA fighting women.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Beating the fuck out of these women and not proclaiming that he or she used to be a man because it was a medical condition that I did not need to disclose. Like, that's not a fucking medical condition.
Right.
And if you ever watch the fights, she
was like
wasn't winning.
Is this Fallon Fox?
Yes.
Yeah.
She wasn't winning because she was skilled.
Fractured that girl's skull, bro. Fractured her skull. Lived as a man for 30 years. I thought y'all know at birth and at childhood.
This is a biological man beating a woman.
Fox delivering the knees, and that's it. Fallon Fox. Holy cow. Game over. Wow. And a quick finish to our first women's.
Fractured her skull. Okay? When this happened, I said, I'm going to say it now like I said it when it happened. How y'all know this dude didn't do all that just because he hate women and just want to beat on women?
$20,000 championship tournament fight.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh? Did you like that?
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Yeah! And I want to tell everyone.
Notice, they booed. Listen to it real good. Nobody applauded. They started booing. Let's listen to that again.
And I want to tell everyone else, and I want to tell everyone else.
Let's take it back. Let's listen to all the way. Let's take it all the way back.
That was sweet, huh?
Motherfucker voice.
Did you like that?
Motherfucker voice deeper than mine.
I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh?
I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh?
Did you like that? Yeah. And I want to tell everyone.
Yeah, he said, yeah. The crowd didn't say that. They were like, what you just did to that gal. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm coming in this tournament. Every woman in this tournament better look out. I'm freaking coming.
Hey, liberal woman. Is this the progression you guys were looking for? The equality you were looking for? Where now you have a biological man beating the crap out of a biological woman?
Yeah.
And that's called inclusivity?
Mm-hmm.
Keep clapping, SEALs.
I like that. Keep clapping, SEALs. That was good. Okay, we gonna get into this one too. Wait a minute.
So this male powerlifter entered the women's event and broke all the records. Let's talk about it. This is Annie Andrews. She was the record holder in women's powerlifting in Canada. The record for bench press.
I hope everybody been keeping it in mind. I haven't been saying it enough throughout the whole show. Is common sense still common? After all these things we've been watching, is common sense still common in the United Snakes of Amnesia? Land of the thief and home of the slave. Is common sense still common? This all looks crazy to me.
That she held was 275 pounds. Now, Annie Andrews won 8 out of 9 competitions she entered in the women's category over the past 4 years. So now enter Avi Silverberg. He goes to the women's competition and he says, well, hey, even though I look like this, I identify as a woman. And he is allowed to compete in the women's competition. He then goes on to shatter Annie Andrews' record of 275 pounds on the bench press by bench pressing nearly 370 pounds, making him the current women's record holder by nearly...
Wait a minute, that ain't fair.
100 pounds. Now here's the video of him going and breaking the women's bench pressing record in Canada with a lift of 370 pounds. Check it out.
You know, you want to foul. You want to just take one of the weight plates and smash you right in the face with it. You just ruined my dream of becoming the strongest woman that ever lived. I've been thinking about this since I was a little boy.
Yeah, he pumped that like it was not even a problem. So after he casually bench pressed at 370, breaking the record by nearly 100 pounds, then the people got really...
He shattered the record 100 pounds.
Really, really upset at Avi. They said that he was making a mockery of the sport. And...
he's making a mockery of this sport. Y'all hear this? Is common sense still common? Does this make sense to you? And if it makes sense to you, make it make sense to me, because it don't, you understand? Okay, we got a call coming in. Turn that off so nobody can hear that. And we'll get back. There we go. All righty then. Don't know who that call was, but I don't think it was the call we was looking for. Let's get back to it, ladies and gents. Yeah, crazy, right? Does it make sense? And if it makes sense to you, please make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to the whole world, because that don't make no sense. Now, this next video, man.
Sense of it all. Let's bring in trial attorney Krista.
This one is very heartbreaking, and we're not going to be able to get into the whole thing. We're going to start it, and we're going to finish it on the next video. On the next session, and when we get off into the next video. Let's just get a piece of what is going on here. If you don't know about this story, this was heartbreaking, y'all.
To 100 years behind bars after adopting 2 young boys to repeatedly rape. The dads even installed cameras throughout their family home to capture this ongoing sexual abuse. If that wasn't enough,
they adopted the children to rape them.
Though, they posted the images and videos online so other predators could view these horrifying crimes. We cover a lot of really intense topics here on Law and Crime, and this one is truly one of the more messed up stories I've ever looked at. I mean, we're talking about 2 young children who are the victims in this story, which unto itself is heartbreaking. But it's an added layer of depravity when we consider that the bad guys in this story are actually the boys' parents. A family's home is supposed to be safe. It's supposed to be a place where the kids can trust their parents and feel at home, but instead, first responders call this a house of horrors. That's a direct quote. Take this as your trigger warning because right now we're going to dive into those details. The parents in this case are 34-year-old William and 36-year-old Zachary Zulock. They're a married couple out of Walton County, Georgia, which is just east of Atlanta. We're not revealing their sons' names to keep the boys' privacy, but we can tell you that right now they're ages 10 and 12, and they were adopted by the Zulocks through a Christian special needs.
10 and 12. Lord, Lord, Lord. My son is 10. And they said they adopted him through a Christian organization. What's Christian about y'all? What's Christ like about y'all? Christ kept the law. He taught the law. He told you that the Pharisees sit at Moses' seat. You're supposed to listen to them. They taught the law. They just didn't keep it. They didn't do it. They were hypocrites. But they did tell you what was right about the law. These so-called Christians, man. What's Christian about you? Christian means to be Christ-like, even though Christ never called himself a Christian, and the word does not exist. In the word was a slur used against God's chosen once upon a time. It was no different than them calling us nigger in the book of Acts. But it was a slur. Christ was never called a Christian. People was calling us that in mockery after we lost the Messiah during the Roman Empire, when they was burning us, setting us on fire to light the night, throwing us in the arena, making us fight wild lions and shit. These were the Christians they were doing this to. They were persecuting the Christians, Nero and the rest of them. But Christian, that's the same kind of Christian organization that did this was, that Roman, yeah. Don't it all match now?
Needs agency. Outwardly, the Zulock family seemed to have it all. William worked for the government and Zachary had a job in banking. Their home was upscale too in a nice neighborhood of Loganville, Georgia. They posted pics online.
We're not going to get all the way into it. I'm going to save the rest for tomorrow. But it ain't just that video. This is another part of the discussion that we're going to be getting into as well. Not this, but
Jonathan.
This one.
Chase, would you rather smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay.
What? You really just want me to just rip you a fucking new one. I swear to God.
Are you like, Chase,
No.
how dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually. What the fuck do you mean? Yes, that was so
Because if I
unnecessary.
had sex with a trans woman, I'd be having sex with a biological man, and I don't want to do that.
The question is,
That's not what you said, though. That's fine. If that's
Because
what you
I'd
want
be
to say.
gay if I had sex
That's
with a
not
biological
gay.
man.
That's not gay.
That's
And I don't
gay.
even care if you're doing this for like whatever, but like.
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg.
That's not gay. This is the world that we live in nowadays, yo. This is the world that we live in nowadays. But like I said, man, we're going to get off into that part of it. We'll get off into the rest of that story that I just showed you with the couple that adopted the boys just to rape them. It's extensive, and it's just going to blow your mind. And like I said, that other topic, these are women that are saying, if you sleep with a transgender man, you're not gay. These are women saying that. The world has gotten really strange, man. Really, really strange. And it's getting stranger, man. I really fear for my son who has to grow up and navigate his way through this world. It's going to be crazy for him and his generation, dude. You talk about slim pickings. But yeah, we're going to get off into that part tomorrow. It's going to be a part to this, part two to this. Just coming. It's coming. It's still coming, ladies and gentlemen. Does any of that stuff make sense to y'all? Anything that you've seen today? Anything that you watched in the videos today, all these clips, all these different discussions, did it make sense to you? And if it did make sense, okay, help it make sense to everybody else. Because I promise you, all of us don't get this. But that being said, it's been a pleasure, it's been an honor, as it always is. We went over just a little bit, but it's all good. We're going to give all praises to the Most High for giving us the opportunity to come out here and do what we do here, man. Once again, it's your boy, the Bam Bam Bellion. One of Watt's 3 favorite sons, man. Representing the 100 and foes, 10 toes down, man. East side ours because the east side is ours. I want all of y'all to keep breathing, man, because I want you to get the opportunity to get it right. Keep breathing, because we got to get Jacob back to the Most High. That's our obligation, man. So I need you to keep breathing, man. 'Cause as long as you breathe, you got an opportunity to get it right. You can come back to God's laws, statutes, and commandments and be who He says who you are, and not who they say we are. But that being said, man, love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Looking forward to seeing everybody at the next Get Down. Oh, that next Get On Down. You know how we get down. But yeah, let's switch over here. Boom. That's you. And this is you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, man, I had fun, dude. It's always a pleasure, always a good time hanging out with our folks, man, hanging out with our peeps. And, I guess I'm going to catch y'all on the next show. We can let everybody know that the Get Down is getting down. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Saying peace to all the guys chosen. It ain't long, man. Our master be here soon. He gonna take us home, man. I promise you that, because it says so in the scriptures. See y'all soon. See y'all tomorrow, man. Yeah, until then, keep breathing. Gotta keep breathing.